Once upon a time, a company we know as BMW was working on developing a race engine for Formula One. This engine was incredible, but the rules of F1 unfortunately changed, so they couldn't really use those in an actual car. So they decided to not let this thing go to waste. They decided to implement it on one of their road cars. You would think they, made a supercar, or they made something with 2 seats and low to the ground and really light, right? Not really. It didn't quite work out that way. They actually put it into this. This is a 2006 BMW M5 with a V10 under the hood. You heard that right. There's actually a 10-cylinder engine under the hood of this 5 Series. They actually decided to put a over 500 horsepower 10-cylinder dubbed the S85 in their luxury sedan, and the results is glorious. As you can see, this is the Bango era of the BMW. I don't care what you say about it. I think that this is the best era of BMW. You can keep your E46s and E39s. This is what I'm taking. Speaking of the V10, let's actually take a look at it. Look at that. I mean, you can see how long this thing actually is. It's going all the way to the firewall. This one has some nice modifications. You can see the intakes. This one gets a bad rap. People say, it's probably the most unreliable BMW of the modern era. They talk a lot of smack about this car. The reality is, when you put a race car motor in a family sedan, the expectations are, I don't know where they are. I mean, people bought this to commute to work and back, not knowing that rod bearings should be scheduled maintenance, which they are, but if you want to listen to a V10 on your way, then you kind of got to pay the price. Another thing with these cars is the transmission option. These came very rarely. I think they made about 1,300 for the US manual models. Everything else was SMG, which is a semi-manual gearbox, meaning the computer shifts a manual for you, which we'll get a little bit more into when I'm driving it, but it's nowhere near as good as if you did get the manual option or the dual clutch transmissions that followed suit. However, it's not as bad as you think. Another characteristic of this thing is its high revving engine. This one is tuned so it revs all the way up to a glorious 9,000 RPMs, which we'll hear right now. All right, here goes nothing. Driving the E60 BMW M5. This has been a long time curiosity for me. I really have been thinking what a V10 would feel like in an E60. For those of you that remember, I used to have an E60 530i, which was an 04, so before this car was ever even a thing. I mean, right off the bat, it's a just, I don't know why I even brought that up. There is 4 more cylinders in this thing than that car, so it's crazy what they did with the E60. They started from, I think there were E60s that barely made 200 horsepowers. Like, I think they made like 520i's and stuff in Europe, and then they dropped this. I don't know who in BMW decided to stand up in a meeting one day and be like, yes, you know that V10 we've been working on? We should put it in the 5 Series. Oh, the SMG. So, I mean, back then you compare this to the Ferrari Duo Select stuff, Maseratis and F1 boxes and things back then. This is actually superior to those. The SMG is not as clunky and annoying as those. And I don't know reliability wise how these are. I mean, they do have a clutch flywheel system like a regular a regular manual, and they also just like a manual transmission, it does roll back in traffic a little bit. And that's why this car gets a, you know, bad reputation. It's the fact that people decide to buy this to replace their E63. E63 having a Tiptronic, being this comfortable V8 highway cruiser, and then this thing comes out and it's a supercar in a sedan. The idea is completely different. And just like a supercar, it needs supercar maintenance. But if you look at it that way, then it doesn't seem too bad. Because you get an engine that sounds like a Gallardo or a Huracan. And you can have all your friends in the back to enjoy the sound with you. As far as handling, I mean, it's a bigger car, but it still hugs the corners like crazy. You can feel the weight for sure. I'm not gonna tell you this drives like an E90, it doesn't. But for its weight, it has a hella grip. And honestly, I feel like it matches the character of the bigger engine. So right now we're in just regular mode. M mode is off currently. We will be unleashing the beast here in a few minutes. But when it's not in M mode, it's around 400 horsepower. When you put it in M mode, it unleashes the beast with all the horsepowers, 500 and change. Now, as you might guess, it's a V10, so it doesn't get very good fuel economy. It says 10.2 on there. I don't know over how many miles, but keep that in mind. You want to daily it, and you know your commute is longer than a certain number of miles, you're gonna be paying a lot in gas. Also, if you're gonna daily it, you're gonna have to worry about the maintenance too. But honestly, it's worth it. I genuinely think that it's absolutely worth it. Alright, let's go ahead and put this thing in M mode. And I'll just shut up for the most part as much as I can and let you guys listen to this thing and just feel it with me. Here it goes. M mode, PSC. Boom. We're good to go. Gotta let all these cars go. Taking gear. Give it some room. This thing just sounds orgasmic. I'm gonna wait for the camera car to catch up. This thing is insane.
It's a beast.
It, like, on top of the V10 noises, it drives like an E-gear, like Lamborghini, which bangs your head too, which just adds to the dramaticness of the situation. Oh man, it's just such a raw mechanical feeling car. It's that symphony of internal combustion. I mean, for the money, I don't think there's better sounding cars. I don't think there's much else you can buy less than 100K that makes the tune of the S85. Put the hammer down. Dang. Sounds like an LFA almost.
Yes.
Sounds crazy. I mean, overall, as long as you don't keep driving this thing in automatic, you're gonna have a great time. It sounds good. The SMG works. It's not a DCT. You gotta kind of work around the kinks, around the little pause it does. It's just like somebody driving a manual pretty much for you. But when you hear that, you just forget all about it, don't you? Bolsters on the 5 Series seats hug you perfectly. Going into corners. This this thing just likes to shift at high RPMs. When you do it lower, it doesn't shift as well. But it bangs the shifts when you shift higher than 7,000. You want to have a good time every time you get off work? You gotta get one of these, you're gonna forget all around about your day. I'm losing my words, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. It's definitely been a pleasure. Shout out to the homie DJ BOWTY for letting me drive this thing. It's definitely been an incredible day meeting one of my heroes, and it definitely doesn't disappoint. This thing is as good as advertised. You just gotta keep an eye on the maintenance and make sure you don't have to pay up for a blown engine later on. Just keep an eye on your oil, make sure the car's in good health, and you can have plenty of miles of happy hooning. This one has 72K on it. It's been, you know, very well taken care of by its first owner, and now it's in good hands. It's getting some good mods, has some tasteful carbon bits on it. I can't get over that sound. We're gonna hit it one last time before we get home. And as always, guys, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not. Plenty more M cars are in the works and coming. Let me know if you want to see me actually buy one of these and mod it on the channel, because I have half a mind to do so. But as far as this video goes, this one is over. So thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a great day. And I'm out.